Hello and welcome. In today's video I will be making two slightly different birthday cards using some of these dies, and I will also be using this stem set from AliExpress. And I will be using the sentiment from this stem set and two embossing folders. For my first card I have already stamped an image using some Memento black ink, and I will color it in using some watercolor pencils and some ordinary pencils. I am starting to color my image by applying some watercolor pencils for the first layer, and here I am only using the lightest grade of my coloring. For the balloons I am using a light pink color, and for the teddy bear the lightest brown or beige tone. And now I am activating the color using a brush and some water. After my first layer of watercoloring has dried, I am now adding some details and some shading using some colored pencils. I am starting with my darkest color from the outside of the balloon, and as I go further to the inside I am blending in lighter colors. And while you watch the coloring process I will put in some music, and then I will catch up with you guys later when the coloring is done. After I am ready coloring the image, I am fussy cutting the image using some little scissors, and I am leaving a small white border around the image. To obtain a matching panel, I am coloring an index card using some metallic pink gel pen. After I have applied a sufficient amount of color, I am spreading the color out using some baby white. Then I am embossing my panel using this embossing folder which I purchased from Amazon. Now I am distressing the edges using some Memento lilac boises, and I am applying the color using an ordinary sponge. For my embellishment I have colored a piece of index card also with the same gel pen as I used for my panel, and now I am cutting out two small flowers, and I am also distressing the edges using Memento lilac boises. To add a little dimension to my flower, I am using the back side of my mouse pad and the back of a brush, and in a circular motion I am pressing down the petals of the flower from the back side and the center from the right side. With some wet glue I am adhering the two pieces together. From some green cardstock I am cutting out this leaf die. and this cardstock is a printer paper adhered to an index card. From this stamp set I am using the Happy Birthday stamp for my sentiment. With my stamp positioner I am stamping the sentiment using some Memento lilac poises. From this die set I am cutting out my sentiment using the third smallest die, and then I am also making a cutout using the fourth smallest die. Using some Memento lilac poises I am distressing the edges of both cutouts. With some foam adhesive I am adhering the two pieces together. And I am ready to assemble my card. Using some double-sided tape I am adhering the slightly smaller panel to the card base, and the label with the sentiment I am adhering with some foam tape as well as my image. Then I am adhering the flower and the leaves using some wet adhesive. For the final touch I am using some sequins which I purchased from a local store, and I am adhering the sequins using a hot glue gun. And this is my first card for today. For my second card I have colored in my panel using a green metallic gel pen, and then I have embossed it using this embossing folder from AliExpress, and I have distressed the edges using some Memento seal teal. I have chosen these colors for the second card, so it might be used as a masculine birthday card as well. From the rectangle stitch die set I have used the third smallest die to make a cutout for my sentiment, which I have stamped in Memento Tuxedo black ink, and I have used this stamp from this stamp set. Then I have created a frame using the second and the third smallest die. Using some Memento teal seal I have colored the frame. Using some wet adhesive I am now adhering the frame on top of my sentiment. And now I am bringing my card together with some double-sided tape. I am adhering the panel to the card base, and the sentiment I am mounting up with some foam adhesive as well as the image. I am bringing in a little present which I have stamped using the same stamp set, and I am adhering it using some foam adhesive. As a final touch I am adding some of these half pearls to the corners. Since there is not enough space for a half pearl in the corner where the sentiment is positioned, I am adding a slightly smaller pearl on top of the frame of the sentiment, which adds even a little more interest to the card. And ready is the second card. Here are the two cards of today's video. I hope you had fun and enjoyed today's video. If so, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.